Perform a passage from the Book of Mormon as a rap song or take a shot.
Yeah. And he had a cause, the cursing to come upon them. Yeah, even a... Oh, no. Shot.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Who are you two and what are you doing here?
I'm Ian,
I'm Bobby.
and we're here to talk about the LDS Church, the Mormons.
Now, are you currently Mormons or?
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Fuck no. Okay.
Absolutely not.
I have not really actually had the chance to talk to anybody who's been an ex-Mormon too. Like, I mean, I'll share the experience, but like not with another ex-Mormon. So I'm really excited about that and to hear someone else's experience.
Yeah.
You want a trauma bond real quick?
Yeah.
Hold on.
But I do
We're gonna
that.
trauma bond. I feel good though.
Okay, do you want to go first?
Sure. Why did you leave the Mormon faith?
It really started when I was 8, and it was the baptism.
Yep.
And they're like, yo, we're cleansing you of your sins. So basically you now have to live a perfect sinless life. And that was a ton of pressure, and that was where it really began, like, feeling that way.
Obviously, I'm gay. So that was the leading factor. Going into college, I was like, I'm gonna try to express my queerness as well as try to be active in the Mormon church, and what really didn't get received well by a lot of people.
They were very, very homophobic to my mother. She came out and I saw the behavior they had towards her, and it just left a bad taste in my mouth.
Misogyny, homophobia, racism. That was the final straw for me.
Say that sweet, sweet repressed sexuality. That's good stuff.
Let's see. Okay. What was the first sinful thing that you tried once you left the faith?
I guess after I left, I would say drinking. I remember going to like my first college party.
You 2-bit hussy.
Like, as soon as I moved out from my parents' house, just before I officially left, and I went to a friend's apartment where they had the 10 Commandments written up on the fridge, and my friends and I just set out to break all of them except for murder in pretty much one day.
You had a wild day.
We had a good day.
I mean, technically, if I've been sinning while I was a Mormon, I guess, because I drank soda. I drank soda
Coffee, tea.
tea, soda.
So Mormons can consume as much heavy cream and potatoes as they want. That's the requirement. They
And
have
awful
to.
casseroles.
Awful
Yeah.
casseroles. But what they can't have is caffeine. The reasoning is they say that any addiction that you have on earth will translate to heaven. I felt some kind of way the first time that somebody handed me a Frappuccino when I was... And my friend was like, no, you've lived your entire life without coffee. Like, try some of my Frappuccino. And I was like,
Oh my God, I can't.
I can't. And 2 years later, I was sucking a dick. You know, and that's just
Try and through
very sweet.
Perform a passage from the Book of Mormon as a rap song or take a shot.
Oh, I'm ready for this. No, I'm not.
Oh, wait. I have some source material if you would like some.
You have a Book of Mormon?
I do.
Oh my god. Do I really have? Is
done a
this the
beat.
one that you highlighted, or is this someone else who highlighted this?
Oh no, I highlighted that.
You
Just in case you need like help. You know, I don't know. I found it like spoke to me.
This was highlighted, so I feel like it's calling out to me.
Oh, that was highlighted.
Yeah.
That's for you.
Yeah. And he had a cause, the cursing to come upon them. Yeah, even a... Oh, no. Shot.
And exceedingly fair and delightsome, that they might not be enticing unto people the Lord God did cause upon the skin of blackness to become upon them. This is like one of the most racist scriptures.
Yeah, you
in
picked
the
a good
Mormon
one.
Church.
Dang, I didn't know. I just highlighted.
Yeah. Also, I don't know how I felt about that rap.
That was great. That's what you're worried about?
Okay, when did you first masturbate?
I think I was. The whole story's weird. I'm not doing it.
I was probably like 11 or 12. I was in the shower. For some reason, I thought taking the shower head on full blast and just right at my dick felt really nice. And then one day, stuff came out, and I thought it was an infection. And then when I learned what masturbating was, like, honestly, like a year or so later, I had so much guilt about it because I was like, I had done and masturbated like quite a few times before that.
If you had to pick a worse religion than Mormonism, which would it be? If you think it's the absolute worst, take a shot. It's definitely the worst.
Oh, that is gross.
What is the most racist thing you saw happen in the Mormon church?
My dad's side's Mexican Catholic, and so, yeah, I was the only brown one in my family. And being told that, if you live this whole truthful, sinless life, then you can come back whiter. That was definitely a moment where I was like, so, like, I was sinful in the past? Like, that makes no sense.
And you're just sinful
to
because
me.
you just exist?
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, just because, like, what?
Yeah.
I felt like when I was at church, I was expected to like put on an entire different like piece of skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going to church, I felt like I needed to look like Connor. You know, it was like I'm not Connor. Yeah, that was pretty much like the biggest thing as far as like being black and still existing in the church is because I didn't feel like I belonged.
The most racist thing about Mormonism is their doctrine. The story of Adam and Eve, as everyone knows it, is Cain kills Abel. He lies to God, and God then curses his entire lineage with black skin. So black skin's a curse.
It's just
Well, there's also
problematic to say the least.
The Tower of Babel story where they built the tower to heaven, and God's punishment was that they spoke in tongues. So that's how they got cursed with like foreign languages. It's like, so everything outside of white English was a curse, basically.
Yeah.
So it's like you're raising like a whole generation of people that are racist. Let's move on.
Yeah, really try, really.
Let's move on.
How can you tell someone is hella Mormon?
Overly, no reasonly happy.
Yeah, I was gonna go there. Like for me, the absolute need to people please.
T-shirt under tank top is a dead giveaway for a woman.
It's like a cute tank top. You'd have to wear either long sleeve or like a full, like, halfway down your arm.
So it's like, what's the point of wearing the tank top if you just have the...
It's because it's cute that you can't show that you have tits. It's against law.
Or shoulders.
Or shoulders.
Or ankles.
Or thighs.
Or toes.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, this is such a spicy one. What was your least favorite Mormon tradition that you had to practice?
The first one that at least comes to my head is the Pilgrim Trek.
Oh my God, I was gonna talk about Trek too.
Every 4 years, they would like reenact the Pioneer Trek from wherever to Utah. Or anyway, you literally dress like pilgrims. They build hand carts. You put all of your stuff in it, and you hike like 10, 20 miles. You're like delusional and you're tired. They feed you this like really shitty stew at the end of the day, and they're like, do you feel that? That feeling? That is the spirit guiding you. I'm like, I am dying. Like I don't like the spirit right now. It's not a good feeling.
What was your least favorite Mormon tradition you had to practice?
Singing one of the same damn songs over and over.
The hymns, the hymns.
hymns.
Oh my
The
gosh,
hymns.
girl.
What? There's the song that's ingrained in my brain. I am a child of God, and He has left me here.
Please. Can I take a shot to
And
that?
given
Am I allowed to take a
me
shot?
an earthly home where parents kind and dear
Oh, girl.
teach
Please stop.
me
Please.
all
Okay.
that I must do to live with Him someday.
If the Mormon religion were a sex position, what position would it be?
Like a hit and a miss.
You're missing the very easy one. Missionary.
I like missionaries sometimes though, and I hate Mormons all the time.
You know what it could be? Do you know what soaking is?
Oh, I do know what soaking is.
So that's what it is.
Can you explain what that is?
So, soaking is when a man inserts his penis into a vagina, but they do not thrust.
Nope.
They just soak it. And then if a friend happens to jump on the bed and cause some movement, they're not the one causing the sin. Their dick is just soaking.
They're just jumping on the bed, having a good time, dancing to music or something.
They're just soaking.
What about Mormonism did you like?
Weirdly, it'd probably be community.
Community.
I like the sense of like community. I got my sense of service from being a Mormon.
If someone is struggling within your current space, it's like if it's money, if it's you don't have something, if something broke down, it's like who's a mechanic, does this? Everyone kind of rallies and does that kind of thing. So I'll give it up to them for that.
Do you think you're going to hell?
No, absolutely not. I think
I think I am.
I hope so.
You hope so? Oh, no.
Yeah,
What makes you say that?
because if I'm stuck in heaven with people who want to judge other people, I'd rather be in hell having fun.
Absolutely, yes. So the Mormons' version of heaven is fucked,
Yeah.
for sure. Especially like the 3 degrees shit,
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, so you have the one where God lives, where everybody wants to go, but then you have the one that's just kind of like, oh, you're not chilling with Jesus, so
So you're not good enough.
Yeah, you're not good. You're like, you're good, but you're not,
Not
good
good enough.
Exactly, and that's a whole theme of the church too, is
Yeah.
not good enough.
I'm gonna take a shot to this because hell is some hot bullshit and doesn't exist. Do not be afraid of hell, sweet angels. It isn't real.
And if we're going to Mormon hell, I will see you there.
Yeah, we will be doing a lot more of this in Mormon hell, I'm guessing.
What do you believe in now, and how does it inform your moral compass?
I don't really believe in much anything particular. I just believe in more of like, don't be a dick.
Don't fuck people over.
Don't fuck people over.
Literally.
Literally.
If I'm a good person, it'll all work itself out. When I talk to my kids about stuff, I just tell them, just be a good person because it's the right thing to do.
You know, I think one thing that came out for me leaving the church was a lot more trust in myself and like my own intuition and kind of what my definition of a good person is, of a morally good person. And I think that's what I want to focus on, is here and now, and let's make this crazy world somewhat enjoyable.
How was this experience for you two?
I enjoyed that.
I was scared that you were gonna put me in front of like an active Mormon. I'd be passed out on the ground because I would not confront that.
You want to do one more celebratory?
Sure.
I'd love to.
Cheers to Mormons.
Cheers to Ex-Mormons.
Ex-Mormons.